Hello, pilots of the internet. Welcome to Foldable Flight. My name is Kyle, and this is where I teach you how to fold paper airplanes that will blow your mind. And today I do have a really cool one for you, but here's the irony of it. I don't know what to call it. I've been literally racking my brain for several days now trying to come up with a name for this thing, and I think I'm just running out of the creative energy to come up with new names. I've used a lot of names at this point, and I knew this was the plane I wanted to show you, but I can't come up with anything. So I'm hoping you in the comments will leave some suggestions for a name for this plane so it doesn't have to be referred to as the nameless plane any longer. Now, with that said, many of you who are familiar with my channel may notice that this looks very similar in shape to a plane called Reaper, which I have posted to this channel. And if you folded that one, this is actually quite different in construction from Reaper, but it is similar in its appearance once the folding is completed. Now, it is a very cool plane in that it flies, it can do a lot of tricks. It is very aerodynamic, has a great glide ratio. It can do a lot of backflips and turns and things like that. You can throw it really high into the sky. But you'll notice there's not really a great place to hold this plane below the wings. So instead you'll want to hold it by the wing and kind of throw it at a tilt like this, and it will self-correct as it flies away from your hand. Some other things I wanted to mention before I show you this plane in flight. First, PowerUp 4.0 is on Kickstarter right now, and I'm not getting paid to tell you this, but they have created something, a paper airplane motor that you can clip onto your plane and turn it into a remote control paper airplane. So it looks like an amazing product. I have already backed their Kickstarter campaign myself, and I just wanted to mention that to you guys. Now, also, my Kickstarter campaign is still running, but it ends this Saturday. So if you want to reserve a copy of my book, then be sure to do that today. Okay, to my patrons, thank you so much for your support. I know it has been a while since I've posted a plane that has a template on it, but know that I am planning on going back, designing a template for this plane, and also for Apollo. I just am very short on time right now and haven't had a chance to do that. Okay, and with all of that out of the way, let me show you how this plane flies, and I'll teach you how to fold it. All you need in order to fold this plane is an 8.5 by 11 inch sheet of paper, and we'll begin by folding it in half by taking this right edge to the left edge. As always, it's important to try and get this fold as accurate as possible because the symmetry of your plane matters a lot, and it's going to depend on you getting this first fold as close to accurate as it can possibly be. Now, once I have folded it in half like that, I'll just open this up like so. And now we want to fold this edge into center, and we'll do the same thing on this side, folding this edge to center. So watch as I do that. Okay, So your plane should look like this so far, and we're going to flip the paper over and fold it essentially in half, but you can see we're actually going to leave about a half an inch, a little more, right here at the bottom, so this edge does not go all the way to that edge. Be sure to line your center crease up here with the center crease on the bottom layer below. And once we've done that, you can unfold and flip it back over. The next step is to fold a crease that goes from this point here. You can see where this horizontal crease intersects our central crease. We want to fold from that point down to this corner, and I'm going to do the same thing on the other side as well. So basically, the way I'm going to start is I'm going to kind of pull this. I'm pulling until it kind of catches at this corner because it can't go past that corner. That's going to act as a limiter as I pull it. And then I'm also going to kind of use my finger to tack down this point when I find its intersection right there. And again, I'm pulling on this as far as it'll go, and I'll kind of tack that down. Once I've got both points tacked, I can start in the middle of the crease and sweep outwards towards those corners. And I'll do the same thing on the other side as well. It helps, I didn't do this on the first side, but it helps actually to leave just a slight space at this bottom corner because our next folds may cause it to push out even farther into the corner. So having that little forgiving room will help to improve this plane. So I'm going to actually back my first crease just off the corner a little bit. Okay, so your plane should look like this. Next, we just want to fold along this edge. So we'll be taking this whole section and folding it over itself at the same angle as this edge we've just created. And it should pass right through this intersection of our vertical crease and horizontal crease and continue all the way to that edge of the paper. So let me make the fold and you'll see exactly what that looks like. I'm just kind of pulling this layer tight against the edge I've already created, and then finding this point where this crease intersects that crease and tacking it down, making sure this crease, this new crease I'm creating, goes right through that point. And then I continue my crease all the way to that edge. And I'll open that up, and you can see what that crease looks like. And then I'll do the same thing on this side, creasing from here on up through this intersection and to that edge. So first I kind of pull it tight to this point right here. Then I line it up so that I pinch this intersection of all these other creases. And with that, now I have the 2 points that I need to sweep all the way across it and continue the crease out to the edge. Okay, so now basically what we have here is something that we're going to be collapsing like this. But before we do that, we can go ahead and prepare the something that we're going to use in a future step. So I'm going to fold this top edge here down right to this point right here. Again, the same point, the horizontal crease right here. And then I will open that back up. And now I'm going to fold from this point here to that point at the top of our center crease. And you'll see a portion of the paper does cross over the center line. And that's okay. And I'll just go ahead and do the same thing on this side, folding from this point here to the top point. and your plane should look like this. So now we're ready to go ahead and collapse these layers. And the trick is to kind of just pull in on both sides and then allow, you can see this section is going to want to cross the center. You can see it's right here across the center. And this section is also going to want to cross the center. So they're going to overlap and create a little bit of asymmetry, which normally you don't want. But this isn't going to be too bad here. So you're going to allow them to overlap as you flatten it. So pull in on both sides, let them overlap, and flatten it like so. And this is the trickiest step here in the plane. We now have to tuck this whole triangular section that we have in on itself. So it's basically going to go to the front of the plane, but it has to go in behind all these other layers. So you can see I've kind of got mine open here. I'm going to fold this in and behind all those other layers and kind of just keep tucking it forward as I work to make sure it's not caught on anything. It was caught right here, so you'll have to pay attention to that and kind of pull the layers, make sure it's not getting caught. And as you gradually close the plane, you'll find you're able to stuff in a little bit more and a little bit more at a time until you can gradually work the plane completely closed. And run your finger right over that crease just to make sure it's nice and secure. And you can see we are getting very close on this plane. It's got this nice tidy bottom at this point. And the next step is just to fold this point here. We're going to make winglets. You're going to fold this point to this edge and make a crease that is parallel to this edge. So watch as I do that. This point is going to land right here. And then with the crease, I kind of have to execute some judgment because this point could land way up here on the line. It could land back there on the line. But what I want to do is make sure it's landing at the right point on this line so that when I crease it, my new crease runs parallel to this edge. So let's see. Something like that is pretty dang close to parallel. So your plane should look essentially like that, and you're going to have to do the same thing on the other side as well. Okay, so now we can open this up and you'll see we have what is essentially a finished version of this plane, and it looks really, really nice. Now here is the tricky part about this plane. This bottom section is hugging the plane very, very tightly. And what that means is this plane is not really generating a lot of lift in its body. And if you just throw it like this, it's almost certainly going to dive down slightly. It'll still fly forward at a quick pace, but it's going to dive down some. And in order to compensate for that, you could bend the back edges of the wings up, but you'll find you're going to have to add a lot of up elevator. That's what the bending the back edges of the wings up means, in order to get it to fly well. So instead of doing that, what we can do is we can basically pull this whole triangular section away from the plane a little bit so that it's going to generate some lift. And what I'm going to do in order to do that is I'm going to stick my finger right here in the middle of it and kind of squeeze in on both sides. And what I want to essentially do is create a crease. There are layers that are passing over this center crease here that aren't creased on that line. What I want to do is essentially create a crease through all the layers right on that line. And you can see what I've done there. I've created a line right here. I've actually creased all those layers. And then lay this flat again. And you'll see now this stands off the plane a little bit, and the plane has a more three-dimensional form. And this is going to fly a lot better than if you hadn't done that at all. So with that, you are actually finished. And I hope you were able to fold through this plane, and I hope you have as much fun flying it as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, be sure to subscribe and check out my website, as well as the Kickstarter campaigns that I've talked about. The PowerUp 4.0 looks amazing. And my Kickstarter campaign ends this weekend, so if you want my book, be sure to head over there and reserve your copy today.